So then thank you so much for your time, Logan. It's great to see you again, as always. I, of course, already know who you are, but maybe the viewers don't. So do you want to give us a quick introduction into yourself, who you are, how did you get into crypto, what are you doing in the real life, and so on?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the time as well. So my name's Logan. I am a co-founder of a project called Clarity. And what we do is we build easy to use governance tools for crypto communities, for DAOs, for Web3 organizations, whatever you want to call them. And we make it just a non-technical process to create a community, have community polling based off ownership of governance assets, and also launch on-chain organizations with on-chain votes and automatically executing proposals. So really putting the decentralized and autonomous into DAO. Let's see. I think the other part of the question was my journey into crypto. That's a funny one. I think it started my junior year in university, and I was in a science and technology public policy class at the time. And really, what our final project was to create a policy proposal. And it was at the same time I started reading about smart contracts, reading about Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these different ideas. And I started to hear about DAOs as well. So my whole thesis for that class was a decentralized storage system for anonymized health data, so that AI algorithms could get access to just huge data sets and there could be quicker health advancements. So that is where I caught the blockchain bug, and slowly went down the rabbit hole. I graduated from university. I actually played professional soccer for 6 months, but I was into the rabbit hole and had the bug, so I ended up stopping to work full time on Clarity. So yeah, that's kind of my journey.
Sounds great. Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about Clarity and what it's all about.
Yeah, really what Clarity is all about is lowering the barrier to entry to have governance and treasury management. So we have a suite of governance tools. It ranges from off-chain polling, where there's some Web3 involved because that's how voting power is calculated, but in the back end, it's just a very engaging and user-friendly way to have community decisions be made together. And then on the other side of that is really what we've been developing the past year is the fully on-chain infrastructure. So this is a easy to use front end that actually extends the Agora governance module, which is an open source and audited governance kind of infrastructure for Cardano projects. We put a front end to that so anyone can fill out a form and say, hey, here's the policy ID of our governance token. Here's the smart contract thresholds we want to input. And then they can create an on-chain organization, then create a bunch of types of different proposals as well, and then have on-chain votes that correspond with the governance rules that were in place. So yeah, that's pretty much a high level of what Clarity is.
Sounds good. And now, of course, the big question: how does that all play in with the building on NMKR category? What is your proposal? What is it that you want to build with it? And
yeah. I mean, essentially, it's kind of a no-brainer for us, this proposal, is because I think similar to NMKR, we want to drive real-world adoption, and we want to make it easy to do things in the Web3 world. And in order to operate governance and use the Clarity platform, you have to have a governance token. So really, all of our proposal is integrating with NMKR APIs in order to put a button on our website or on our DApp that says, I would like to create a governance NFT, and then you can use NMKR services to be able to create a governance NFT or a fungible token. So yeah, that's really all it's about.
Great. So basically, if I were to summarize it, I could say, okay, Clarity is this whole toolkit for DAO makers that just want to create a DAO and operate the DAO without actually having to interact with Plutus and all the smart contract and all the technology behind it, but it's just a super simple user interface. And now what you want to do is you want to basically make it easier for projects to come to Clarity, launch their own DAO, and then say, okay, we are essentially just using NMKR in the backend and releasing our own governance token to the people that want to participate in the DAO, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's a great summary.
Perfect. Great. Then we're almost at the end already. Do you have any super important last words or anything that you want the viewers to know, like this is what you're voting for when you vote for this proposal?
Yeah, I guess, the one thing I would say is all the proposals that we put into Fun10 are things we know that we're technically capable of delivering on. And we think this will be a very useful tool to drive adoption of Cardano. If you want to hang out with our community of DAO builders and tool makers, you can join our Discord. There's a link on our Twitter that you can find. But yeah, thank you for your consideration, and we hope that the proposal passes.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.